Welcome to the UFScotland podcast, where today we'll be going over what's happened in recent events, well, our recent events, what's going to happen on
World
recent
events.
worldwide, and generally just talking about what us as a podcast are going to be doing during this time period. Hopefully keep some content coming.
Yeah.
So we'll just dive right in. Sitting here with myself, Michael Murray, best one. The guy that sits in the middle, handsomest guy in the middle. We've got Emma and Connell.
Alright, everyone.
Apparently Emma's lost the ability to speak. So we'll just dive into last Friday's event. So what did you play and how did you get on?
I played Goro. I won when I eventually showed up.
Shock and surprise.
Yeah, the surprise return, round 2. I played Goro. Me and Dom, who also played at the event, we went to the Isle of Arran in the morning, climbed the goat fell, then rushed for a train to make the event, played round 1 on the train.
Right. So the people that aren't from Scotland, the goat fell is a mountain.
The goat fell's a big hill.
It's a big hill.
It's a big hill in the middle of an island that you have to get a ferry to get to.
Yeah.
It's actually more travel.
Would you say it was very nice?
No, it was covered in snow. I'll flash photos. I got a couple of photos. So I went up to the top of the hill, got my inner mountain in me, playing Earth, and came back down the hill, and then had a really close game against Dom that I nearly lost. We went 40 minutes in game 1, where he kept sealing everything, and I just could not put him away. I also wasn't seeing my bloody nutcrackers to start with, so I wasn't actually, like, the draw wasn't happening for me.
Yeah.
And then every time I played a throw, he would seal it, and I was like, God damn it! Like, and then I was just mitigating all his damage to the point where he just was doing nothing. I ended up getting like energy absorption out really fast, and like I had like 3 of them out, and then with toughest punk his attack and then gain life, so like I was like cancelling out the damage from the last attack from like all this stuff. 40 minutes, eventually I put it away, and then game 2 we just couldn't finish in time, like, so I got game 1 for that one, and then ran from the train station round to Tokyo Toys for the start of round 2.
For the start of round 2.
Round 2 was against Gordon playing Eva, of all things. That was a shock seeing that, at least.
Yeah.
Game 1 really just went pretty much to plan. Build my foundations, build everything that's going to mitigate your damage, and then just slap you silly with forcing through damage. Game 2, crazy plays, gave away turn 1. Happens. I'm not that bothered, but it happens. Cost me game 2 though, rapid. I lost turn 3. It killed me. And I was like, cool.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's cool. Can't do anything about this. Didn't get a build in it. And then round 3 was pretty much the same as round 1. Just built up where he just couldn't get through. Playing what was it? Big Cyclone. Just saved absolute tons on that game.
Yeah.
He made a couple of dodgy moves, like the one I was saying to you earlier was he played the thingy, Requestador Purgatory.
Oh,
the
Dark Requestador, yeah.
And then
Purgatory.
paid the life, and I was like, I'll just commit Goro, like, instead of taking 6 damage. Like, it didn't make sense to me, but I explained it to him. I think he just was running the motions of the attack and not thinking of some people will just commit the character.
That's it. Like, some characters are basically just glorified foundations.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's the first time I commit when it's my opponent's turn for passing checks. So eventually, just managed. I think our 3 rounds lasted about 30 minutes. We had plenty of time left. 1-2-1.
Yeah. And
then final round was against Scots Turnless, which to date, of least of this year, is my favourite game I've played this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's because me and Scott never get to actually play each other that often. That our games are always dead funny. Like, we always have that little bit of banter and like just slag each other off the entire match. But then at the same time, we're also like deadly serious and like no interrupting and stuff like that. It's
been like, good pals for years. You're hyper competitive with each other.
Yeah, I think it's more annoying for Scott as well, because I think that's now the 3rd time where I've like edged him out in the exact same matchup, the Tunneless Goro matchup, where I've just edged them out on essentially a game 3. It always comes out to game 3. Round 1, again, cut to plan, everything worked out. It just couldn't stop me. First time I got to use Nutcrackers +4 to damage all day, so like that's seen it. Force it through. Like game 1, in fact, was it? Game 1, I gave turn 1 away. That's what it was.
So I remember seeing that
because I went to play Libra Souls and then rebuilt to a point where the game ended where I had like played Mayphia's, picked up like a Nutcracker, played a Nutcracker, added like a Sense of Morals, played a Nutcracker, Sense of Morals, hard check a 10 big Cyclone and then knew I didn't have any attacks left in bin, so like the lowest check was a 4 and had 2 face downs and finished with Swallow Your Soul. I mean that was game 1, and it lasted a while. Game 2, I pretty much just locked him down a lot faster. He tried flipping a bunch of stuff. We got to a point where it probably was more in his favour. He was flipping out enough where I was having to pick up a few extra foundations when I got the option. I think there was like 2 turns where I just had to play from hand and kind of was lucky enough to survive those kind of rounds. And then it ended up where I was just, he didn't flip enough, kept a couple of cards in hand, and then I played my first form and picked up Dank Cheerios. That what's it? Don't even know what that actual card's called anymore. Dark Chirito. But everyone calls it Dank Cheerios. Dank Cheerios get picked up, put it in play, and he just scoops because like there's no. He knows there's throws in the deck, and it's like he can't. It was on like 2 health anyway, so he couldn't partial. Everything had to be perfect blocks. And then got first place, which was interestingly fun.
I don't know, I think you set that up perfectly. Like you convinced Dom to go and climb a hill with you, one newest player. But moving on, how was your day?
I decided to change Bell symbols from Earth to Void and didn't have such a good time.
Well, I think the big thing to take into consideration is you're saying you didn't have such a good time, but your motivation for changing symbol. Like the big difference between the last time obviously you played Bell off Earth was you took second place at one monthly event. Yeah? My numbers are my information's right here. You took second place at one monthly event, and this was a Friday night casual throwaway weekly tournament thing. There's like a different prestige level.
To be honest, I just wanted to find out how it would do. Like, the attacks on paper seemed really good, but I think the defence was a bit lacking.
Yeah. So run us down your attack package then.
You have to remember names now.
I didn't realise you changed the Void.
I know. I think it was a last minute change. Well, we'd been talking about it the day before.
So
partly just.
Like I like that. We made it an ultra. Like I think it was the day before we looked at the cards.
Yeah, partly to see how different it would be.
Just see what it would do differently.
Mock Strike. Read 2 diff 1. No one. Not 2 diff. 2 check 1.
So downward spirals, mock strikes, Shirayu-cans.
I think I still had spinning pile drivers in.
Spinning pile drivers, matricides, and.
Wait, that was it.
Did you run with the? There was no auto strikes.
No auto strikes, no.
Did you run with the Siegfried one?
Nah. I think that ended up making
the short list.
Yeah. As in, it didn't make the short list.
Yeah, it didn't make the short list. So you obviously saying you felt as though it didn't work. Talk us through your day. Like how was?
So round 1 was playing against Sky, which was actually Gil in disguise.
So Gil, since he's been banned, has been moved to be Sky.
So was a close match, to be honest. I want to say Sam won the roll off, so he was first in the first game.
Yep.
And I got beaten pretty quickly. Game 2 managed to take it with a big ass downward spiral. Didn't kill him that turn. But he was only like 2 or 3 health.
Yeah, so that was the swing and attack.
And then game 3, I'm pretty sure, I don't remember exactly what attacks it was, but it was pretty swingy his side. I want to say there was a lot of high speed, which I just couldn't block that
Yeah,
early in
you
the
couldn't
game.
get in there.
I was just so used to Earth having all the minus speeds and their speed resets, and
Yeah, I was thinking that like Earth gives you access to 2 different foundations that once per turn drop the speed by 2, 3 if it's a weapon.
3 if it's a weapon.
So you get access to a bunch of.
so like I had a lot more in terms of, because I think one of the big things is that's can go really fast these
Yeah.
days. So
Yeah.
with not a lot of health, been able to just put that, and also been able to use Cast When Forgotten to seal stuff.
To seal things up.
So it's a bit more defensive. Game 2 I went against Ken 2 dot, just too fast.
Yeah.
Was the
aggro
issue
deck.
with that.
That was
That
Alan
was
playing that.
Alan
Right.
playing
Yeah.
Scott's build.
Right.
So I was made a couple of misplays in game 2 where I might have not died, but I think overall it was quite a hard fight.
Yeah.
And then game 3 I went against Storm. The deck decided to play ball that time, so I did get to do a lot of fun stuff in hand discard. So I want to say game 1 went quite long. Managed to get to game 1, won that, and then time got called during game 2. So
Okay.
I still got a win. Just I think I much prefer Earth.
So I've completely drawn a blank here. What is Bell's third symbol? Is it good?
I want to say it's good.
I think it's good.
I
Yeah.
want to say it's good.
Fine.
Yeah.
So with you saying you much prefer the Earth, then not a big fan of the Void lineup that we end up having. If I remember, I'll send Connor both deck lists. Well, we should have the Earth one already, but
Yeah.
we'll send you the Void one. People can tell us in the comments well. We went wrong. Do you think you're even going to bother trying good? Or do I just try and refine your Earth build?
Like I wasn't originally thinking about good. I think just because Earth has all the flip stuff.
Yeah.
Void has decent damage. Obviously good gives me Nutcracker, but I'm not sure.
You can get Nutcracker on Earth.
Yeah.
It was just more
So,
if you'd consider the
yeah.
way you plan to try and free or
To be
just
honest,
content
like
to go back to Earth.
I was planning just going back to Earth. Like, I think that the issue was I didn't feel like I had enough damage,
Yeah.
but I could probably just work on it a bit more as opposed to
jumping symbols.
yeah, like Earth is quite controlling, which really helps with
Yeah.
for being such a low health.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue to work on it. You can do it.
Yeah, interesting to see actually a good build for
A
it.
good build for it.
Especially because you would go like Nutcrackers with like Cutlass to bring all your key foundations down. That's what I would at least have thought.
I'd play Let's Cutlass
Listen,
regardless.
yeah.
Oh, I mean, I play it regardless. Aye, I just mean like, aye.
What's that? I'm in good. Like, this card says Pot of Greed.
Yeah, aye.
Draw card equals more
Aye.
card.
More cards, man. More win.
So, I played, on Friday, I played Dr. Wily 2 dot, using the gauge mechanic. I've messed about this in the past. It was actually, I'm pretty sure for the longest time, just before 7th Cross, it was one of the contenders for Nationals.
It was, yeah, it was
So
definitely up there.
I was really enjoying it.
I think it was the damage output on it. that you're-
Damage output was the
Yeah.
issue I was having with it. I couldn't, like, I could make games go long, I just couldn't close games out.
Yeah, because the game you trialled against me and Goro,
Yeah,
you couldn't do 40.
I couldn't do 40
Yeah.
with it, man. But it was great fun. That was the thing, man. Like, this Wily deck was just so much fun. I'll fire the deck list up at some point, or I'll do a video and talk through my decisions. I've known for a while that I wanted to play them, just kind of waiting for when. But through the Friday nights, I've been playing various Mega Man characters. So, get Wily out of the way. I'm glad I
Aye.
did now, man.
Yeah.
So it was Wily built off Death, mostly playing Salinka support. Moon Ritual,
And
I'm
that's
gonna-
it.
Dance Ritual.
Moon
Yeah.
Dance Ritual is just great, especially when you can pick it up every one of your turns. Dispelling Horn,
Yep.
Yep.
I'm going to look at Emma here because she actually played Salinka. Dispelling Horn's great, especially when you get your first character and it becomes 8 speed, 10 speed with Wily, and you can pick it up in your opponent's turn. So it's like,
Aye.
through the day I played Gordon round 1, who was you obviously
Yeah,
played. He was playing
yeah,
Eva. Game 1 against Gordon, I believe, got recorded. I think there was 2 of my games got recorded that day. Game 1 against Gordon, he's playing Eva. I have like the greatest Tom 1 that I've ever had with this Wily deck. Could have probably been better if I was a bit more riskier. I have my hand of cards, and I've got a capsules app in it.
Yep.
I've got 2 attacks, 4 foundations. I review an ally foundation, draw a card, draw another capsules app.
Nice.
Play capsules app on a free, passes, build whatever foundation it was that had the ally keyword. But as it's passed, I've checked a 0. Checked a 5, but it was a 0 diff foundation. Oh man, I should have deck lists in front of me.
I think it's an ally.
It's not an ally, it's
an
in death. It's the one that both players ditch a card, draw a card.
Voice of
Voice of
Reason.
Reasons. So I go capsules up, build a Friends and Rivals, play Moon Ritual Dance. Moon Dance Ritual. Build my 0 diff.
Right.
So I've now went 2 attacks, built 2 foundations of my attacks. When I've played that one, I've checked a Kevin Soul. So I play my third attack. So my second capsule's up.
Yep.
Build the Kevin Soul. So I've hit him 3 times, albeit for next to no damage. But I've also got to gauge once and got 3 foundations at my bin. That is the highlight of that entire set for me. I have to tap out quite a bit so I can build that Edge of Death, and I'm lucky I did. If I didn't build that Edge of Death turn 1, I was dying turn 2 to Eva. I'm pretty sure he takes game 2 off me pretty decisively, and then game 3 I just win through a bit of attrition.
Right, okay.
Round 2 played against Sam's Sky deck, which I can definitely see what you said about it just wants to be Gil.
I'm pretty sure it is the guild deck, but just with the character changed.
So what
Maybe
symbol
a few
was he using?
changes.
Life.
Was he actually using life? Right.
I think it was life reversals.
Okay.
He was struggling against the fact I was basically giving everything +2 speed, and then when Skull Fortress came into play, I was now on +3 speed in total. And
that's quite rough.
anything that he had that could discard momentum, any foundations he had that could discard momentum, I was either kill him with Wily or hit him with Hunt for Spiders to deny them being there. I say kill him with Wily, I think there was one situation where he only had 1 ready foundation, and it was one of those. On to round 3, played against Adam, playing Zazamel. I got squished game 1. Quickly, maybe a little too late in game 1, realised that it's Punch and Judy. It's basically just Zazamel with Punch and Judy, man.
It's with Punch and Judy.
He's playing Shadow Slicers in it. I think that was the only attack he was playing that he really wanted to throw in his own turn. It was. We end up going to a draw. Game 3 ends up in this weird. I think we spent too long talking about a ruling.
Yeah, you said a ruling where I think everybody else around the table thought you had actually finished, and then we're discussing the ruling, and it was no, we're going into game 3. And everyone's like, right, shut up again.
We're going into game 3. But it was more like, if we were focused, we might have been able to play. Game 3 ends in an amazing cliffhanger of time gets called at the end of his turn. He starts game 3. Time gets called at the end of his turn. Goes to my turn. I've picked up my hand. I'm like, I don't have enough. Well, I might have enough attacks here to kill you. I come in once. He blocks. I come in once. He blocks, reverses, and then I'm like, you know what? After that, I'm done. There's no point making him in again and taking a loss. So we'll take a draw.
Take the draw. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's an amazing gameplay moment of me triggering 2 TKs maybe about 20 times to just survive his onslaught in game 2. Just for a combination of abilities, and then me having to use Dark Side of Karma to put his Shadow Slicer back to printed speed so that he can't damage pump with his eyes because he tanked the speed on it. He's already tanked the speed by 5. So there was...
That one's on camera as well, so that one's at some point that'll be on camera. Yeah. Out of curiosity, and probably for other people wondering, what was the ruling question that was causing
the ruling thing? Basically, it was Arkin Nirvana versus Zazzy's response. like
Yeah.
where you actually trigger the reversal keyword when you play the card as reversal.
Yeah.
It came up game 1 where the two of us had a slight pause where we go, I don't know.
Yep.
And I say then, like, oh, it's fine, let's just play it out. And then in game 2, Ark and Nirvana's actually in my hand, I'm pretty sure, at one point, and I go to review it, and as I'm reviewing it, we talk a bit more, because I'm like,
Right.
this card does nothing if it doesn't work,
Yep,
it does
doesn't
something if it
trigger.
does.
Yep.
But then you have like you have the awkward thing of like, I'm sitting there like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't, I'm 100%, 90% sure that it doesn't work, but it'd be nice to know, just in case.
Yeah, just in case. I think on my reading of it, I don't think it works.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
But when I was reading it for like 2 seconds, it did almost like read as if it's actually the ruling it's looking for and not the keyword. For 2 seconds, then I started reading it a bit more and I was like, nah, I think it has to be for the
it needs
keyword.
to be the keyword trigger.
Yeah.
Well, because Ark and Nirvana cancels keyword
Because
abilities.
it cancels the keyword ability, but it's is it the ability as written or is it the ability granted from the ability? Like it's a tough breaker. But I think I decided on it cancelled just the keyword. So I think Big Zaz gets around it.
No, Big Zaz 100%. We know he gets around it. I don't know. Maybe if the game had went longer, we wouldn't have finished in a draw. But
Right. Yeah.
I'll take the draw, I guess.
Yeah.
Overall, it was good fun. Got to play Wiley. Looking forward to sharing the deck lists and getting told that it was crap. And, but yeah, everybody have fun on Friday.
I enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah. I had a genuinely good day.
Of course you did, man.
Aye.
Away exercising.
Aye,
and,
aye, exercising, get my inner earth built,
Yeah.
and then coming in. Aye. It also gave me the option to do a bit more of a write up on Ultra, on my earth build. So it was quite nice being able to actually fill in a wee bit extra, because it was kind of dead on the comments for a while. And I need to get over 11 to like skip somebody on that chart. I'll never get to 103. That's an unachievable goal at this point. Like,
I think getting comments on Ultra is just a noteworthy goal at this point.
I don't think I've ever had a comment on an Ultra. I think most of my decks were private, to be fair.
Yeah. It's just not really a feature that I've seen used. I think I've commented on one or two and that's it.
I've commented on Drew's stuff about card choices, but it was only in case I forgot to text them.
Yeah.
The card aye.
And then even then, I don't think Ultra has any sort of notification thing.
No,
so you don't,
there would literally
you
just be a
don't find
matter of
out.
just scroll down and look.
Yeah.
Because Gordon, I think, replied to my Siegfried build, I'm pretty sure. And I didn't notice
the
it.
best secret
I
in
would
the
say,
UK.
he gave me some pointers, and,
Nice, man.
and I didn't see them for like a week because I never went back to the deck.
So, moving on from Friday night, obviously we were due to have our second monthly at Tokyo Toys tomorrow,
Yep.
and then there was meant to be the Motherwell event, but I think that's also off the cards at the moment, thanks to the current pandemic.
COVID-19.
Yeah.
Coronas.
So, I'm not going to talk too much about. We should have been drinking Coronas.
I know.
I literally just thought
I
that.
actually nearly actually bought a bottle of Coronas when we were going up to the mountain.
Yeah.
But we get stopped. It was a good thing I didn't buy it because it would be a crap photo. And I was going to be like, oh, Corona's even at the top of the mountain and all that shit. Like, we were talking all that shit all day.
Not going to get into everything with it, man, the politics wise and that. But
Aye, it's essentially, it's very much locking down the world.
yeah.
And it's going to happen. I mean, I work in care. I was at like review meetings the day on protocol. It's just one of these things. Everyone will get around it.
Yeah. Like, you work in care, Emma's already not working, been sent home. Due to work, like, it's definitely, I think, can't confirm it's what's disrupting me getting shipments in at the moment,
but it's probably
it's most
contributing
likely
factor.
the contributing factor.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's just going to be a bit in touch and go for a while, guys. Well, maybe don't touch.
Elbows only.
Just go.
Elbows only. Yeah, so in the meantime, obviously, you still want that UFS fix. You
Yep.
still crave playing UFS. How are you going to make it through? What are you going to do to cope? Start with you. Go. How are you going?
so we can play.
I know.
I don't want to play League.
That's the pure cop out.
What?
You just live together. It's cheating.
Yeah, we were having this conversation yesterday. If our flat was any larger, like ideally if it was somewhere like when I used to live back home with my parent or with my mum, if it was that kind of size of house, you guys would be staying with me. We'd just be having board game sessions, beers, playing some UFS. Easy. If I had a second bedroom in this place, then
Definitely.
so me and you have been playing. As much as the lockdown's only really starting, I think officially it starts tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
We've been getting games in. Mostly you've been helping me test budget decks.
Some fun.
Have you enjoyed any particular budget character the most so far?
I really liked Amy.
Budget Amy?
I like Budget Amy. Mainly because I hadn't tried Amy before. And I really
Yeah.
wanted to try her, but I hadn't built her yet.
So hopefully that leads somewhere then. You can either upgrade the Budget Amy to be an actual deck, or you can get good with budget and show off what's
Yeah.
amazing. What you can do in this game with some commons and uncommons.
It's definitely a good way to get new players on the door.
Aye, definitely. Aye. Being able to have a nice, easy entry level to the game instantly makes it a higher priority for people.
Because if they're not needing to like buy a whole bunch of boxes
Yeah.
and buy cards before they've even got a deck.
Aye, and that's it. And it's like,
Definitely.
it's like, oh, I want to just try. I want to get used to the rules. And I don't want to spend 150 on 2 booster boxes
Yeah,
to get the starter level. Like, aye.
that's it, man. Like the whole concept. My motivation behind it is obviously we've had Gateway Troop Motherwell start taking on a few players, and we had a guy locally there who was. I'm not sure we're getting into this. I play umpteen thousand things. How viable is Akuma and Chun-Li? And
Yeah.
I literally spent like a day and a half, I think, looking, working out a deck list and then testing them. And I'm like, here man, these work. You'll be able to take some games of people,
Yeah.
especially at a casual level. When you start looking at getting more competitive,
Yeah.
there's always going to be quality of life upgrades you can make.
Yeah,
right?
that's aye. Once you get to that competitive level, that's when budget goes out the window.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Till then, though, budget's a very nice way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth noting, obviously, budgets are a very broad term. Anytime I talk about budget, I'm talking about something that's as cheap as possible, and I can probably still go 50-50 at my locals.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that there was some difference in the past where like budget to one person was like $25
Yeah.
and budget to another was $100,
Yeah, it
and
was
it's like
$100 and stuff. Yeah.
budget's dependent on the person. If you come at me and you say you want a deck for 10 quid, aye, I can do a deck for 10 quid. You say you want a deck for 50, I'll make it better.
Yeah. Aye. There's upgrades. Totally.
Though budget Lilith is still the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Budget.
Like,
Pain in the arse.
She just
all over the place.
I genuinely think that budget Lilith deck could put the two other Liliths in the local meta to shame.
Aye, pretty probably. The fact that like that budget Lilith exists and like there's actually like legit diversity battles at local events
Yeah.
because people are playing Lilith. It's like I like it. I like seeing a bit of diversity battles happening.
So obviously lockdown. How are you going to get your UFS fix?
So I've had to go to the internet. So I've got an account for Untapped, so I can start looking at that. I already owned TTS,
Yeah.
Tabletop Sims. I already owned that. So like that was like it just was a matter of let me look at all the viable options. I think there's another option that somebody mentioned. For the life of me, it's out my head.
It might even just be Skype. I've seen somebody talking about
No,
it.
there's another server client one as well. There is 3.
Okay.
There's 3.
Octagon.
That's the one. Yep.
Yeah.
But I have no idea about that one. I've not looked at it yet.
I cannot stand Octagon for the life of me.
I've
And
just not even looked
I
at it.
remember being pretty clunky for
we played in a Conquest.
Oh, right, okay.
We played in a Conquest League for it, and I used it in the past so I could play War Machine with Chris when he was in Australia.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fair.
Super clunky, man.
Untapped looks cool. Untapped. It just reminds me of when I was using the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling Network.
Yeah.
That's all it reminds me of, so it seems simple enough to use. I probably would side with TTS. It just happens to have a buy-in rate, basically, because it costs.
I think we've got it. To be honest.
TTS.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on. We've got it on Steam.
You need to check your Steam.
If people have got
Your
it,
Steam library is insane.
it's
Ridiculous.
mental.
My Steam
It's
library is
mental.
like 8 games. and it's 8 things I'll play.
Aye.
Ooh,
No,
Steam
mine's is
sales.
pretty bad. Aye, see, Steam sales is what kills it. I know mine's. It's not as bad as Aaron's, but it's up there on like there's more blacked out games than there is installed. Like, it's pretty mental.
100%.
Also, just want to comment right now. The world outside has gone dark.
I know.
Do I hit the light?
Nice. I was wondering that.
At first I thought, there we go.
Aye.
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
Aye.
That way I thought the computer screen had just blacked.
Yeah.
See, I couldn't tell for 2 seconds. I was like, is it? Nah, and then it started getting dark again.
Yeah. Cool. So Steam libraries, you're going to use TTS.
Yeah,
You're going to try.
I think
Untapped.
TTS is the one I would tend to use just because I know how to use it,
Yeah.
and I'll have to relearn the system. But if people say, "Come on, we're all going on Untapped," yeah, I'm up for that as well. I don't mind learning.
I guess I'll need to learn. I'll need to persevere with it. The
Yeah.
banter.
As long as it's not Skype. Like,
So I think what people are talking about is like using these and then having like the Discord chat for voice chat and stuff
Yeah.
up and things like that. I think it definitely needs that.
ah,
The one thing I always hated about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling Network was the fact that you had to like type up so much stuff when you were trying to interact with your opponent, and then every like time if you couldn't figure out something, admin, and then you were typing the same crap up. Like yeah, definitely having the chat option makes it way more viable.
as long as it's not like Skype where like you're using your camera and you've got your
Oh.
table when they've got their table.
Yeah, like
I mean,
I
don't
want
get
to-
me wrong. I mean, if it came to that, I would do that as well.
shout out to Scott McDonald. I'm pretty sure he's had to get practice games in like that
Aye.
for Star Wars Destiny before it died. Oh, I think he's still got a tournament left.
I think it's one, but it's maybe
One.
a bit postponed.
Oh, if I'm free, maybe I'll go and win.
Aye.
Only joking. I've never won a Destiny tournament. Scott keeps beating me.
But yeah, I think that's probably the way I'll get my fix and deal with it until then.
That's it. Like all you can do locally at least is keep talking to your player base, keep your player base interested,
Keep it active.
motivated. Talk about ultra deck lists. Talk about anything, man. Like
Yeah.
keep them engaged, I guess. It helps keep you a bit more motivated at the game, especially if you're not going to be able to play for a few weeks. Fingers crossed it doesn't come in a few weeks, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you've got the access to stuff like TTS, Untap, and you want to try that kind of line, definitely go and give it a look. We'll continue trying to upload some video games or something, but I know that Legendary Wolf Games is talking about doing entire tournaments on TTS.
Yeah. So Legendary Wolf
Oh,
posted about
Untapped.
basically doing Untapped and TTS. I think they email TTS to see if they can get discounts for
Yeah.
people buying it. If they manage to do that, obviously we'll shout out as well. Just
Yeah.
make sure people can buy it at the discount. It's actually a really good tool having that to be able to test decks as well.
Yeah.
I know the amount of times I've like had a stupid deck I want to try out, and I've put it on TTS, and just played it a few random turns, and stuff like that, and then had like the wee brother just fire out another deck on the other side. It saves you money, to be honest. See,
Yeah.
especially if you go, I want to try this, but I don't know if I need this card, and it's an expensive card. And like instead of just buying the playset and then going, alright, okay, cool, or it gets banned or something like that, like
Yeah.
all the people that bought like Shield Big Bang for instance, not before trialing it, then it gets banned, stuff like that. It's a good tool to have.
Call me old fashioned, man, but I do that with a bit of paper on my pen.
Uh,
Like,
maybe some pictures on there.
Nah.
yeah,
paper?
like, do you remember when we were testing Magic decks?
Oh, you
and
know,
I
cat
had,
pictures.
I was playing I was playing Asban Tokens, and there was
Okay.
a stupid cat at the time, and I had to proxy 4 copies of it, and each cat had different artwork. All my fatal
So
pushes had different
facials.
things.
I mean, don't know. I've done the paper and pen. I did it. In fact, I done it for last year's nationals.
Yeah.
Because I had to fill it Lex Cutlasses. I just don't like if it's a big wordy text box and stuff like that and writing it all in.
Yeah, I guess with UFS being so intricate,
Yeah.
you can't really shorthand it the way you would with something like Magic.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, use online services,
Yeah.
talk to your communities, keep them interested. I feel my heart goes out to all the stores that have had to postpone
Yeah.
events,
All the
and
events.
if you can, support your local still. Like,
Yep.
I don't know, if you're planning to pick up the DLC, like the next couple of DLCs,
Yeah.
and you've got the cash to spare, maybe pre-order
Just
them.
Pre-order it. Yep.
Or if your local does online stuff and they are still sending things out,
Yep. Buy a couple of packs. Yep. The other thing I always think that I would do, at least for Tokyo Toys, is if you had entry fees that you would have paid on a weekly basis. Like for instance, the Friday nights a £5 pay in for us. For
Yeah.
instance, I'm giving them that money basically for the weeks we might miss.
It helps keep
It
helps keep these like the staff members' wages paid. It helps
Yeah.
keep small businesses alive.
yeah. Yeah, like in these times, the biggest thing you have to do is genuinely, as much as everyone always shouts it, is support your local.
Yeah.
But this is probably the actual time you have to. You always have to, but like this is the kind of make or break for some stores. Some stores don't have the same massive revenue
Yeah.
to be able to like potentially survive these kind of times. I mean, when you think like if somebody's store revenue is practically based on having events, and there was no events, that's a tough one. I mean, I was in this business. I mean, events get you through the door. Do you know what I mean? They help you on your day-to-day operations.
I think a big thing as well, guys, is be understanding. Like, just because, especially here in the UK, right, we've been told no mass gatherings, no closed doors after Friday, all this
Yep.
stuff. Don't judge a store that is still open on the fact they don't care or they're trying to make a quick buck
Yeah.
or whatever. That could be that person's livelihood,
Yeah.
especially like self-employed and
Aye.
all that, man. Like,
Yeah.
100%.
my heart does go out to you. Like, I couldn't imagine being in your position and having to make a decision.
Aye, it's a
that
tough one.
decision.
Yeah.
It's,
Like when I had my store and stuff like that, I never had to make a decision like this.
Aye.
Like that's a genuine.
Yeah.
That's one that you really have to sit and think about. And there's so many backlashes from either option.
yeah, that's it. It's people that will complain that
Yep.
you're giving into mass hysteria and you're not opening
Yep.
and this, that, and next thing, and then there'll be people condemning you for doing it.
Yep.
Just take a chill pill, right? Look after each other
Yeah.
and just be grateful that your store's still there at the end of this.
Aye.
It's,
Definitely.
though, to help you get through the hard times, what are we going to be doing to help support? What are we doing as a community? What's the podcast doing? I'm looking at you a bit like, realistically it's Connell. But
I don't have a clue.
it's in case you've got any suggestions.
Yeah,
right?
any
Come on,
suggestions.
You're very quiet.
I want to hear what Connor says first.
You want to hear what Connell says first?
Right,
So Connell, what's your plans? What's the game plan?
Right, game plan for us, I think at this point, we're going to rattle through as many topic videos for podcasts as possible and backlog as much as we can.
Yeah.
In the event. Right now we've got the option of being able to still travel out and stuff like that, but especially with me working in care, there might hit a point where I am locked in.
Yeah.
Like that is an actual option on the table right now for me.
If you get locked in, you'll get USB sticks
Aye,
delivered to
like
your
delivered
door.
to doorpost, thrown up to the window. Like yeah,
Aye.
that is a legit concern at this point. It's from my side of things, being the editor and stuff like that. Is yeah, if I get locked in, it's a rough time. Gameplays on Monday, we have enough where we're good for a couple of months.
Some of the games might be a bit naff, guys.
Yeah,
but it's gameplay.
It's gameplay from like the weekly events now
Yeah.
that we're starting to use again, which is nice as well. Again, if we can get more videos recorded, if there's games you want to see, decks you want to see trialed, fire them in, we'll make the attempt to get them recorded. The Wednesday topic videos, there wasn't one this week. I was too busy at work to be able to get out of it. Didn't have an option. There is one video I'm going to redo. So we've got a Gauge video that's getting recorded at some point, hopefully with Scott.
Yeah.
We've got a Turnerless one with Scott. I've got a Goro one to redo. Not happy with the current one. I want to redo it with a better format. Mainly because we got Jeddah banned. I don't want the same format to hit Goro, so I wanted down the format a wee bit to a bit more casual, so Goro survives till nationals.
You're saying that like we were like the only people that get things
Like,
banned.
yeah,
but
like we've got actually.
I don't know, there's a track record of us talking about things on camera in line with Jaskell's bannings.
Right.
It's
What do we
like,
not like?
well, we didn't like the Sub-Zero initially, mind.
And
Scott didn't like it, and then instantly a day after it got errated to the remove instead of destroy.
I
Obviously,
think that might have been the only
we
thing.
talked about Jada a few times, which I think obviously helped their decision making. We obviously talked about like Shield Big Bang and stuff like that, and then it happened.
A
there
bit
was
of video
definitely
came
something
out
else.
after that. I don't know.
Well, no, technically we recorded it, and they must have knew,
Well,
because they'll obviously have seen my spreadsheets of topics. Like they must have knew.
Scott had an issue that we didn't have a leaf shield in the game. We got
Oh
one back.
yeah, we got one back. Yeah, it's like yeah. So topic videos like that for Wednesday. Like obviously, the Gore one getting redone. I think we've got a Randall one to do soon.
Yeah.
Would be nice. And then just a bunch of other ones. It's not the only characters we play, and it's not the only kind of breakdowns we can make. And then obviously the Friday podcasts will just be if we can rattle them out enough.
That's it. If we can just get enough content put up.
Yeah, it's just a matter of backlogging enough stuff where even if I get locked in, there should still be the release schedule as normal.
Yeah.
That's the hope. That's the kind of prayers to be answered on that one. I think we'll be fine. I currently I play each day by it as it comes, and so far I think we'll be fine. I think there's enough videos.
There should be enough content.
Yeah.
Worst comes to worst, you're going to get me streaming board games or
Facebook Live posts.
Facebook Live posts.
Aye, I mean, that's the other thing that could happen.
You always have some sort of update from us. I'm going to try and be more active on the UFScotland Facebook page.
Yep.
I've started responding to a few. I've basically been going through the backlog and responding to comments on stuff. I'll definitely do what I can.
Yeah.
Me and you can record some games
Yeah.
during the weeks and stuff.
Or some games, or some board games. Just have the camera
Need
on.
to work out how to record board games.
Yeah, so there's formatting issues for that one.
Lots of tape.
But
Lots of tape.
yeah.
Suspending the camera to the ceiling.
Aye.
But we'll work something out.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like one of the big channels that does put out the consistent content. I personally I would be a bit upset myself if we weren't able to continue doing that.
Best case scenario, guys, we're still going to have Drunken After WrestleMania podcast.
Yeah, it just might
Best
be
case.
over 2 days now.
It might be 2 podcasts,
Yeah.
or it might be getting done over Skype.
Yeah.
If like things get worse.
Shit hits the fan. Yeah.
But is that us, man? Oh, we've got one more thing, right? End on a positive
End
note.
on a positive.
End on a positive.
We're at 94 subscribers. I would love if we get to 100. As a bit of an incentive, we're going to do a giveaway. Going to get 5 packs of the latest set. Once we hit 100 subscribers, you'll have a week after that number's reached. We'll post up about it when it happens. You'll have a week after that, if you've not subscribed, to subscribe to be eligible to enter. And then it'll just be a matter of putting all the names in the hat, picking them out. I'll contact you and send out the packs.
So this will be a bit of a milestone for us on YouTube, getting to 100 subscribers.
Yep.
And you're saying 5 packs. That's perfectly fine, man.
Yeah.
I'm totally game for sending 5 packs. But that sets the precedence that, like, going forward, man, we need to up this.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
more subscribers needs to genuinely give more rewards, right?
Just
So
Kickstarter bonus.
Kickstarter bonus, what?
Oh, like the
Like the
like
tier
the-
list?
yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
tier list,
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Kickstarter bonus? No, we're not at the stage where we're begging for money.
At that point, yeah.
Give us a few weeks and we'll set up a Patreon.
like if we get to 200, if we get to 500.
Well, I was thinking it'll go like 100, 250, 500,
Yeah.
upwards,
1,000.
1,000.
Yep.
So we're looking at like, our next milestone then's 250.
Yep.
So you're doing 5 packs for
Yep.
this. I'll do 12 if we get
Right.
to 250.
Okay.
Let me know what sets.
What are you doing for 500, Emma?
500. Right.
Let you just putting it out there. I'm paying for the 12. You're paying for whatever this is.
Aye.
Aye.
Off it's a box.
Then you're paying for a box.
I mean,
The-
like 500 a box seems.
Yeah, 500
Not
for a
bad,
box sounds
right?
good.
There we go.
Yep.
You've heard it here. Hold it to us.
Yep.
When we get to the 100, Con will send out 5 booster packs.
Yeah.
When we get to 250, I'll send out 12 booster
12.
packs because it's half a box.
Yep.
And then for 500, I'll
Box.
We'll send out a
I'll
box.
I'll sign it.
Will sign a box for you.
Not that I think that'll matter, but
But if it, that decreases the value of this box.
no, not if, like eventually when I have my own card.
Eventually when you have your own card.
Yeah.
Good call. Yeah. We'll think of some other stuff.
Yeah.
But aye. That's what
Aye.
positive.
I think that's the nice way to end it. Yeah, definitely.
Keep in touch, guys.
Yeah.
Let us know let us know how you're doing. Like, obviously, being locked in, self-isolation's a bit of a bummer if you don't have somebody that you can talk to, you don't have somebody you can banter away, and you don't have... Just drop any as a message on Facebook or contact the page, especially if we get stuff like TTS set up and Untap.
Yep, Untap as well.
Untap, and got all the time in the world for it, man.
Yeah.
Definitely keep safe as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
See you later on, guys.
Bye.